Hello and welcome to a BNP Blitz podcast number 12. Lots of topics talking today. NFL playoff games from last week, Super Bowl coming up this week, NHL, NBA, college basketball for both men's and women's at Oklahoma State, and additional adding some OSU wrestling, doing well out there, and we got a match today and Sunday. And then of course wrap it up with some life updates, maybe a couple fun questions that I found over the week. And yeah, it should be a pretty fun episode.
I'm so proud of you right now. Not really, though.
I thought that was pretty
Just
good.
kidding. I'm always proud of you. It takes a lot of work to do those intros.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Right off the dome, because I just told you were doing it.
Yep.
Start doing that more often.
Okay. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't know. Maybe we'll go back and forth.
Hey, I like that idea. No, he's like, don't steal this. This is all I have.
It is all I have.
Are we going? Are we ready? Are we starting? Oh, we already started. That was the boom.
Yeah, like, what are you? I'm waiting for you just to instigate conversation. I'm just here.
All right, so, of course, like I said, NFL playoff games last week, conference championship weeks. Let's start with the AFC game because that was first. Holy snooze fest. I mean, 10-7. Jared Stidham couldn't do anything. Drake May looked like he couldn't do anything. I mean, the snow slowly came down starting the third quarter, and once that third quarter hit, once that field goal in the third quarter by the Patriots happened, you knew there was going to be no more scoring. But, I mean, it was a close game. I guess that's what you can really hope for. But it was a fun game, but, again, really boring, at least compared to the other one at least.
Snooze fest.
Yeah, snooze fest.
Snooze fest. And not all their faults. I don't know. Both defenses played good, but, after the second half, they really didn't have to do much.
Drake May was 10 for 21 and had 5 sacks. I mean,
I'm just going to be honest with you. That should never win a playoff game. I get it was snowing, but, ugh.
Hey, the running game was awesome. I mean, 71 yards, 65 yards, 5 yards, but still 141 yards rushing, and then receiving, they only had 86. They had less than 100 receiving yards. You know, somebody bet on that. Somebody bet Patriots less than 100 receiving yards, and they figured it out. Jared Stidham was 17 for 31 for 133 yards, but he had a pick and 3 sacks. Rushing, they had a 79, and passing, they had 133. But yeah, it was a rough watch. But congratulations to the Patriots.
No, not congratulations to them. Absolute fraudulent. They haven't beat anybody good all season long.
I know, but
Gifted the whole playoff run. Literally, if you put 90% of NFC teams in that division, they would just kill these teams. I'm just saying. You get a beaten and battered Broncos team, then you get...
Who was the best team they played in the playoffs?
None of them. They're all buns.
I think the Texans.
It might even be the Chargers.
Maybe.
I don't even know. None of
Maybe.
these...
Yeah.
They played a backup quarterback, and then they played C.J. Stroud, who had 5 picks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Buns. Just buns.
All right. Well, moving on to
I don't like those teams.
Moving on to your Super Bowl champions. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. Seattle Seahawks came on top, 31-27. Amazing game. Again, funny thing about this game is there was absolutely no scoring in the fourth, and so whatever we had in the third was the final score. But that fourth quarter, everybody was on their edge of their seats in the thoughts that somebody was going to come back because that game was back and forth and back and forth. But very much like the Patriots game, nothing really happened in the fourth quarter. And Seattle Seahawks came on top. I mean, both teams had amazing games. Puka had let's see what he had here. Puka had 165 yards. I mean, his first quarter was amazing. I remember he had at least 2 20-yard catches. He had a touchdown. Devontae had four receptions for 89 yards. So those were the leaders in that. And then Blake Corum did really well. You gonna add it on here?
I'm just letting you go.
Okay. Matthew
Seem
Stafford
to be on a roll. So
Matthew Stafford did really well, 374 passing yards. Again, they played a really good game. It's the problem is you're playing the Seattle Seahawks defense.
Not to mention other mental errors. They went down 13-0 to start the game. Their guy muffed the punt. You just can't have those things in a playoff game, regardless of how good you play on offense.
100%. Three touchdowns, only 1 sack on the night, so did a really good job. Good job to the offensive line there. Sam Darnold, 25 for 36, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 sacks. So, again, took a couple more sacks, but again has a couple more touchdowns, and so
Outplay Matthew Stafford.
what?
He outplayed Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
That's the entire. I mean, it's just
Kenneth Walker.
you can't really find a spot where the Rams played better than the Seahawks in this game.
Yeah, I mean the only person I can really think of is Puka, and even Jackson Smith and Chigba had with 153 yards, so I guess he pretty much evened it out. Kenneth Walker at 62 yards, so it was really balanced, but they did a really good job on both sides. But again, Sox came out on top. We'll have a 2013 rematch. We'll see who comes out on this one. I mean, I've seen multiple videos where it's like the Seahawks have the chance to do the funniest thing ever. They're sitting at like the 5-yard line or like the 2-yard line and don't run the ball. Oh, I just can't wait for that to happen.
Well, I'm just going to throw this out here. It's either going to be like a 2-possession game and it just stays close because of the Patriots defense, or it's going to be like 50-10.
I hope it's worse than the Seahawks Broncos.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, the Seahawks defense is probably just as good as the Patriots defense, and the Seahawks offense is considerably better than the Patriots offense. And it's like not particularly close in my opinion.
You're right.
I think if you look at every position, I think probably Drake May and Sam Darnold are. Drake May is maybe slightly better. I don't even know. I don't really like Drake May all that much, but he's winning, so like, what are you gonna do? Running backs, easily Kenneth Walker. Wide receivers, JSN.
Mm-hmm.
O-line's better for Seattle. Seattle's O-line is like really darn good. That's why Sam Darnold
sucks.
Is really good. Seattle's defense probably matches up pretty similar to the Patriots' defense.
Yep. No, you're valid, 100%. I mean,
I don't know.
It
looks like I'm just gonna be bored on Super Bowl Sunday again, like I was last year.
Well, let's think about it. Last year, we really weren't thinking it was gonna be terrible. Did you think it was gonna be terrible?
No.
I thought that.
Now I think it's gonna be terrible, and it's gonna be terrible. And not to mention it's in Santa Clara. That's like right next to Seattle, bro.
Yeah, I know.
To be fair, I don't know how many how often does a fan base actually travel to the Super Bowl, because it's usually just a bunch of rich people.
Well, there's some people that I know that only go to the Super Bowl and that's the only game they go to, but that they do it every year because that's their thing. And I'm like, wow.
I feel like we need to start giving away an entire section group to fan bases that make the Super Bowl. Just
give it like student section seats and at the
yeah,
national
I'm sure they would
championship.
never do it because it would take so much money away that they could get from the Super Bowl. But if you gave a couple of sections to Patriots fans that you only sell to Patriots whatever, and then did the same thing for Seattle and just had a couple sections in the stadium where all Patriots fans were and all Seahawks fans were, and then a bunch of random people around. That would be a good idea. But they would never do that because they would lose out on so much money, I'm sure. But
sometimes it's weird to look in the stands because you see jerseys. It's like the NFL draft. You see jerseys of every team, and it's like you're not here.
And I'm completely okay with the neutral site because it's one game, and I guess whatever, and it's a cool event. I just think that fans deserve to get to watch their team in the Super Bowl live if they want to, and a lot of these fans can't afford $1,000 tickets to go watch their team play. I'm just saying. I just think you give a couple sections. Give the tickets to the Patriots, and then give the tickets to the Seahawks, and then they can go sell them to where they know it would go to Seahawks fans.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. I feel like that would make it better. They would never do that because the NFL just wants money, and they probably make so much more money off just the $7,000 or whatever they want to sell the tickets for.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Just keep in mind, sports are made for the fans.
Sports is made
it's
for
a
the
business,
food.
but it's a fan thing. Just saying.
Let's see. What's the cheapest ticket? Just out of curiosity. You take a guess before you look at it.
$1,000.
$1,000? Oh, I bet you it's more. It's $5.5, $6,000, almost $6,000.
Just wanted to be
somewhat close.
Yeah.
You wish.
Hoping.
Oh, look, and that's your view. That's actually not terrible.
Okay, but $6,000 to sit in the nose peaks of a football stadium. $6,000. Do you know what I could do with $6,000 right now if you gave me $6,000?
I know. I agree. No, I know.
That okay. It's one thing to have the money to spend it on. Who wants to spend the money on that?
People who want to go to the Super Bowl every year.
Okay, but like you have to be rich to do that because that's a lot of money to go sit in a nose peak. It's not like you're getting club level seats and you get to walk on the field and go shake Sam Darnold's hand before the game.
True.
I'm just saying.
How much do you think that's?
Wait, isn't Fox on the call for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's TV. I think.
Is it Tom Brady?
I think so.
Oh, great. We're going to have
me look,
biased
let me look,
Patriots
let me look.
content the whole game.
NBC.
Oh,
NBC.
thank gosh.
NBC. And yeah.
Wait,
this
is it gonna be Mike Tirico and look up who's calling the Super Bowl. I'm interested now. Slowest typer of all time.
Mike Tirico, Chris
Okay,
Collinsworth,
I'm
Melissa Stark.
honestly completely okay with that because if I had to listen to Tom Brady glaze the Patriots for 4 hours, I probably would start crying.
How much do you think this seat is?
15 grand.
21.9.
Holy!
21.9. Oh, and if you wanted to get
Who
two, so if we wanted to go
has
together, it would be
21.9?
43.2.
Who has that?
Billionaires and millionaires.
See, this is like, I don't know. This is my whole thing with sports. Is like usually the good fans are the ones that don't have the money to go sit down there.
The
Now, not to
diehards,
say
yeah.
that some of these millionaires don't watch every game and don't like whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a majority of the good fans can't afford those tickets. It's the same thing for like playoff games. You go to like NBA playoff games or NHL playoff games or MLB playoff games. If you want to sit anywhere close, you're paying like a couple grand. People don't have that money.
So what would it cost to sit in the nose peaks at a what's it cost to sit on the glass at a normal game? $300?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, I think I was tickets to a Red Wing game yesterday, which was a pretty big game. Somebody found tickets for like $30.
Nice.
It's in like a pretty decently good spot.
When
That's
you,
how it should. I
when
mean,
you
they would
last
never
went,
do it.
When you last went, how much did you pay?
I think we were like 70.
Okay. Oh, but still.
$70 a seat.
And you guys got blown out though. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was still the experience.
Yeah. But like I don't know. I don't know. This is a whole brings up a whole new debacle
No,
of
I
like
mean,
it's
have
just
the time.
disrespect. It's just disrespect in my opinion. I don't know. The fans deserve a spot to just go and enjoy their team. And you make it where only millionaires and billionaires can go to these events. I just think the event would be more fun if you had like real fans instead of like freaking white business owners that are 90 years old all over the stadium.
And that's why they have the NFL experience before. That's why they do all the Super Bowl stuff before. Like when it was in Houston, I didn't go, and I don't know why, but I didn't go, and it made me so mad. But I didn't go. But I remember like that's why they do all the experience stuff before. Like they have all the games and all like the test all the stuff out, throw the football, kick the field goal, all that stuff, and like the convention center next door. Like I swear, that's where they get all the people that like can't afford the ticket. Are you crying?
No, I yawned.
Okay. I thought this was like really serious there for a second. I thought you were being okay.
This is serious. This actually pisses me off. This is one of my least favorite things about sports.
The amount of money it costs to go to a championship.
This is dumb. This is probably one of the dumbest things in sport. The fact that you can't go to a championship or any playoff game without burning a hole in your pocket.
So would you say that you would do it as like a ticket draw system where you put your name in a hat and they draw your name?
I would be completely okay if they sold 90% of the tickets to whatever they could pay the price, and then they had a couple sections in a stadium where it's random draw or reasonably cheap tickets, or like they gave away tickets to people that bought like tickets during
Season
the regular
ticket holders
season,
or something
like that. Instead of doing the Super Bowl to where you have a bunch of billionaires that get tickets and all these rich people that just have nothing else good to spend their money on.
Yeah, that's true.
Rich people spend their money on the dumbest crap.
And how would they?
I don't know.
I don't want to get too technical with it.
I don't know. I don't know how they would do any of it because they probably, for one, they're never going to do it in general.
Yeah, I know.
It's a business. They're going to get all the money they can get possibly. And I'm not disagreeing with that because that's just how it goes. I'm just saying that it's unfair to, little Timmy that sits at home and watch 20 games a year for his team. Let's think. The Seahawks have played what? 19 games this year. This could be 20. Sit down and watch every single game, all 4 quarters, and you were there for the entire thing, and you really want to go watch your team play in the Super Bowl for like the first time in your life, and then you look and they cost $20,000.
Yep.
$5,000. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. There's not really anything to do about it. It's just like a whole.
I just want you to know,
Just like
I've thought
another-
about it. I was just thinking about it while you were talking. That's 3 straight episodes with a rant by Brendan.
Well, I rant all the time.
I know,
It's
it's just
part of me.
I remember you were more chill, but I think you've gotten.
This stuff pisses me off.
I know.
Sports are for the fans, bro. It's a business. I get that, but without the fans, there is no sports. If every fan stopped showing up to sporting events, there wouldn't be no sports. They generate probably the most income outside of broadcast deals. But if you're not getting if you don't get people showing up to the game, you're probably not getting people watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
You're right.
Fans make the team. Half the fans generate decisions made by the owners these days, because the media and they just see things. They're like, oh, I got to make a move. I mean, look at Shedeur Sanders. He somehow made the Pro Bowl, and that's all because of the media.
Yeah,
Just-
and that's the worst.
And the fans. That's actually horrible.
should
You want to talk about that?
yeah.
That is like probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. He had like 7 touchdowns and 10 picks, and he made the Pro Bowl. By the way, okay. Sorry, not Sam Darnold. Freaking Trevor Lawrence didn't make the Pro Bowl. Trevor Lawrence had like 30 more passing touchdowns and like the same amount of picks,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't make the Pro Bowl over Shedeur. Like, what are we doing?
That's bad.
What are we doing? Why does he deserve it?
Well, yeah. Okay, so you want to look at AFC first? Let's look at AFC.
Well, I don't really care about half the rosters because half of this is just BS. I'm not gonna lie,
No, you're right.
but like, I mean, just like, can we just like go look at AFC quarterbacks? And you're trying to tell me that? So I'm assuming Shedeur replaced Drake May. Okay.
Yes.
So we have Herbo and Allen. I mean, if you go look at the rest of the AFC, you're trying to tell me I could probably find like every single quarterback probably.
Would you put CJ Stroud above that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm putting a majority of these. I mean, okay, I'm probably not putting Tua over him, just because.
Okay.
And the Jets don't really have a quarterback.
Okay.
I'd probably put Aaron Rodgers in over him.
Wow. And you.
I would put an half-season injured Burrow in over him. I'd put a half-season Lamar injured over him. I'd put C.J. Stroud in over him. If Daniel Jones was healthy, I'd put him over him.
Oh, Daniel Jones would have
Team
been
Law,
there. Yeah.
100% should be there. Cam Ward, considerably better rookie year, by the way.
Yep. No, you're
Just
right.
throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix is hurt. Obviously, I can't do that. Mahomes is hurt. Can't do that. I don't even know who the Raiders quarterback was 90% of the year anymore, but he probably deserved it more than freaking deserved it more than freaking Shedeur. I'm just saying. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day because getting a Pro Bowl status is like not even that important. But like, I just know that there's Tristan was saying that on Twitter next year. It'll be like, you guys need to respect Shedeur Sanders more for next season. He made the Pro Bowl last year. Don't you remember that? I'm like, bro.
It's like getting a Kids' Choice Award for Nickelodeon. Nobody cares.
You threw 7 touchdowns and 10 picks, and your team lost like a majority of the games you started.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. I'll elaborate on that because I mean, like, you literally said it. You've said at least 4 or 5, and I guarantee you there's probably 6 or 7 more quarterbacks that are better than Shedeur. But Drake May, I mean, don't turn my mic off. But yeah, I mean, again, nobody really watches this. How much do you think tickets are to the Pro Bowl?
Who cares?
Well, you keep talking.
Who cares?
Where is it?
I don't know. Isn't it always where the Super Bowl is, or is that not a thing? No, they're
No.
doing it freaking. I don't.
It's sold out.
Oh wow.
How much were tickets? I just want to know. There's got to be somewhere I can
Just look up average ticket price for the Pro Bowl. The things we do. Slowest.
120. Okay.
I'm still not paying for that. I'm just bogus.
Okay. Well, let's look at it. I mean, the wide receiver core for, let's see, tell me if you disagree. Jamar, Nico, Zay Flowers, which again, we'll talk about that one because I know that will grind some gears. Cortland Sutton and T. Higgins. And of course, let's see here. Yeah, I like that. Brock Bowers. Travis Kelce made tight end.
He had like one of the best tight end seasons this year.
Yeah, but he's still terrible.
No, he actually is like top 5 in tight end receiving yards this year.
But he also led the league in like drops, I swear.
Yeah, but okay. What have you gathered from this list that makes you think it's overly logical? They just pick. Not to mention, this guy was probably making it if he had 2 receiving yards. He's dating Taylor Swift. That's all they care about.
That's true.
I'm just saying, it's
They're
a
mad
media
that she's
grab.
not going to be at the Super Bowl this year.
This is a media grab. This is all this is. The whole reason Shedeur made it too. It's just all about what they can get out of the media.
Yep.
I'm just throwing it out there.
All right.
Get me off the NFL, bro. It's such a bogus ass league, bro.
You want to move over to
Everything's
your
such a
favorite league?
bogus ass league, bro. The NHL's where the real deal is at, bro. And you know what? I have zero idea what I'm even gonna say.
You want me to start it?
No, you're bogus and you don't know a lick about hockey.
No, I can do it.
Jalecia knows more about hockey than you do, bro.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say, I watched like 4 games this week. I really did, and then I watched the
I don't
whole.
even know if he has watched a game.
I watched Oklahoma State hockey the whole game last night.
Okay.
On a live stream.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Stop watching that. They don't deserve the attention.
It was on. Okay, well, they only played 1 period on the.
Yeah, because they're dumbasses. Someone couldn't keep the rink conditions going well. Okay, anyways, we'll get to the main topic because this happened last night. But there's a brand new American point. Well, I should say, United States point leading player in NHL history because Canadians got upset at that last night, made by a couple posts. But regardless of the point, USA has a new point leader all time, originally held by Mike Modano of the Dallas Stars, although he finished his career in Detroit. He had 1,374 career points. Patty Kane just overtook him for 1,375 last night against the Capitals. That was pretty awesome. Shout out to my work for actually letting me watch that and pushing my work back like 3 hours. I appreciate that. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. He finally got that. He recently got 500 goals, which he was chasing, got that out of the way. And then he finally broke this record that everyone was waiting for him to break the past couple games. So, first of all, just awesome to, even get to watch that kind of thing. Because even if it's still kind of hard to wrap your head around that you're watching someone that's kind of the best to ever play for their country. So it's really cool to see that.
Is he on the Olympic team?
No.
No.
He's just too old.
Okay.
But it's just really cool to see that. It's kind of cool because Modano finished his career in Detroit. Patty Kane's going to finish his career in Detroit. It's just some pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's pretty simple as that. I mean, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around that you get to witness history like this. And Patty Kane's got a lot left in the tank. I'm sure he'll get probably to hopefully 1,400 points this year. It'd be I got to get 25 more, so we'll see if he can get that done because that would be a nice little milestone for him as well. He's still chasing a couple guys on the goal leaders because he's up to 500 now, so he's pretty high up there. But it's just fun to see. He really deserves it. Even though the Red Wings lost that game last night, shouldn't even been in it last night after they were down 3-1. So we take the wins where we get them.
What a third period, yeah.
But no, that's awesome for him because I'm glad that he gets that out of the way and he can just focus on playing some hockey and hopefully win some crucial games down the stretch here for the Red Wings because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm so happy for him, but listening to them talk about it every single game was a little bit hard for me because they would just glaze him all the time. And he deserves to be glazed. I just didn't want to listen to him sit there and glaze. And then second topic of discussion for the day is for the first time all season, the Colorado Avalanche are in kind of a bit of a rut, a hill, a bump. I don't know what you want to call it because they haven't really struggled all season. But they've lost, I think, 3 of their last 4, maybe 4 of their last 5. And then their last 2 games, they've been outscored, math on here, 12 to 3, 12 to 4, something like that. They're not really getting the goaltending. And then defense hasn't been great, which is pretty stereotypical Colorado struggles for the past couple of years. They've always been able to score. They're kind of like Edmonton. They just are usually a little bit more locked down because they have a better D-corps, but struggle a little bit. They got to play the Red Wings back-to-back games here, so we'll see how that goes. Red Wings really need to win one of those, and I'm sure Colorado really wants to win one of those because when you win so much, you kind of get used to it after a while. So, don't like losing even a couple games in a row. But it's kind of weird to see them kind of get a bump in the road. Minnesota still really has no chance to really win that division because you can see there that's a 7-point lead with, Colorado still got a few games in hand. So not really much to worry about there, but it's good probably for the rest of the league to see that they're not invincible because, they're losing to teams they shouldn't be losing to. Like I think they lost to Philly and then Ottawa, a couple teams they shouldn't end up losing to any day of the week. So probably good to see there. Yeah, I mean it's been another pretty solid week of hockey. I haven't been able to watch much at all, I'm going to be honest with you, because I haven't been able to watch either of the last 2 Red Wing games full way through because of work, so shout out to them. But even then, still a lot of good games every day in and out. I mean, it's really good for the league where they're at, especially in the Eastern Conference, how tight it is. And then, Olympics coming up in a couple weeks, which we definitely will be talking about hockey the most because that's all I really care about in the winter because – other than apparently the Jamaican bobsledding team making it this year, because that's what Peyton cares about. But I'm very excited for that because that should be a fun time. It's always nice to see those players represent their country. So we got that in actually probably like a week and a half now. I think is when the NHL stops. I think Olympics start on like the 8th or something like that.
The 8th, yes.
Yeah, so right around the corner. So that'd be fun, but. Still a lot of good games going into break, and once we go into that break, that's going to be kind of the tell for most teams whether they're buying or selling at the deadline, because once we come back from that Olympic break, the deadline's in like a week. I think it's like the first week of March is like when their trade deadline is. So these teams are going to have to decide if they want to get rid of their pieces or start adding. Some teams know they're going to add. The Red Wings probably going to add, but these teams like fighting for a wild card spot got to make up their minds because with how many teams are playing good here, you could probably get rid of some pieces for some higher prices. Than you usually are able to. So got about a week, and then they're going to have to figure out if they're going to want to buy or sell. The GMs are going to have some good time to think about these things. I'm sure most of them will go on vacation for like a week while these teams are in the Olympics, but come back and got some business they can too. Red Wings got to make some moves. Haven't really made moves at the deadline that benefited their team. A lot of selling recently, but hopefully they can buy and make a good move. And then, I'm telling you, every team in the Atlantic's probably going to buy other than a couple of them. So we'll see. I mean, it should be really fun. I'm really excited post-Olympics for this because this should be straight in the deadline, and then we got playoff push. And, looking here, we're going to have about 20 games. So it's going to be fun, I hope. Hopefully it doesn't end in misery for me because if it does this year, I'm probably going to I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Just going to, you know what I'm thinking. So that's all. I don't know. It could be rough, but I think it's going to end up pretty well this year, but we'll see. We'll see. We're in a good spot because if you look at it, we have a decent cushion on the wild cards, so we take what we can take. I don't know. The NBA. Do we really have to talk about the NBA?
We have to talk about the NHL, yeah.
Bro, everybody that listens to this rather watch the NBA than the NHL. My dad, my mom.
You just said that everybody.
My whole family.
You know what you just said?
Jalicia might, maybe, I don't know.
Do you know what you just said? You just said everybody in this podcast would rather listen to the NBA than the NHL.
That's not what I said, bro.
Roll back the tape.
That's not what I can't roll back the tape. It's live.
Okay. Whenever we look at this, I don't want you.
Nobody's going to listen. I don't care. Either way, everybody knows what I meant to say, so who really cares? I'm just saying, everybody listening to this would rather listen to me talk about the NHL than listen to the NBA. Nobody watches this bum-ass sport.
I like basketball.
It's not even good basketball. College basketball is entertaining. Speaking of that, we have some good college basketball games, but we'll get to that after the NBA.
Yep. Fun game yesterday.
Bored. Okay, you have some fun. I'll shut up. Oh my god,
dude. Peyton just.
So you just lost your NBA section.
Fun, really good game yesterday between the Hornets and the Mavs. We had a Cooper Flag and Colin Knuppel matchup, both Duke lads.
Those teams are buns.
Yeah, but it was a really good game. Cooper Flag, 49 points, most by a rookie ever all time. Colin Knuppel, 34 points. Funny thing about this game is Colin Knuppel actually had 13 at one point, and Cooper had nothing. And Cooper Flag went on a scoring tear. And again, this game was amazing. Ended in a way that Colby did not want it to end, but amazing game. Actually, I texted him. I said, Cooper Flag went off, and I have yet to get a response. So, Colby, I hope you're doing okay. But yeah, it was a really good game. Slowly inching towards that All-Star break. Let me get some more things in here. Of course, the whole Giannis trade is still thinking about it. We've seen teams that have better possibilities to possibly get him. I've heard things about the Warriors. I've also heard things about the Heat. There's multiple opportunities where he could go, except he's kind of being a little bum right now because he's like, I don't want to play. I don't want to do this. I'm not feeling good. But yeah, Giannis.
Typical NBA player shenanigans, usually.
No. You're not wrong, not at all. Let's see here. What else do we have to talk about? See, I'm trying to make things up over here.
Yeah, because you have to make up things to make this league entertaining.
Oh, did you see the LeBron tribute video?
No.
Oh, dude, it was.
Why is he getting tribute videos?
Dude.
Has he even announced he's retiring next year?
No. He's gonna wait for Bryce. Just kidding. LeBron, they had a tribute video in Cleveland, which me and Colby were talking about it, and I still can't. It took him this long to make a tribute video for LeBron in Cleveland, but yeah, he it was a really good video actually. I actually almost teared up, but I never cheered.
Teared up over LeBron. Oh, boy.
I never cheered for
boy.
LeBron in the finals. I was always cheering for Curry. So, but yeah,
I was always cheering for LeBron.
really,
Yeah, especially after KD joined the Warriors.
I love KD. Hook 'em horns.
Yeah, but he's also like
He did pay for that win
he's
though.
a whore. I'm sorry, I don't respect athletes that do that kind of stuff.
Just join a team because they know they're gonna win it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Not to mention join the team that you've been rivals with at your other team for the last 6 years.
True.
That's
that-
horrible.
It,
I don't
it was
respect
weird,
that at
but I
all.
mean, again, they won the thing, so I don't really care.
I don't know. I just don't respect players that do that. I mean, not to say that you should have an attachment to a team that you play for, and like I get that it's a business and you're trying to make money and you're trying to win, but like if I'm playing for the St. Louis Cardinals for 10 years, I'm not going to go to the Cubs unless I get traded there. Like I'm not going to go sign with the Cubs regardless of how good the Cubs are.
You're right.
I'm just saying. After I just was a rival with them for 10 years, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, I really don't have that much else to talk about.
Snooze fest. You want to
What's
go to
that?
college
What's that?
basketball? Because there's a couple
What's that?
good college basketball games this week from a certain team called the Michigan Wolverines. I mean,
We don't talk about the Michigan Wolverines here.
okay, fine. Continue.
Giannis trade rumors. That's something I already talked about. The Warriors, Miami, also New York, Brooklyn, and Minnesota are up there. We have the trade deadline. Coming up on February 5th. So again, just like you were saying in hockey.
Oh,
quick
yours
turn-
is before hours?
I-
Wow. I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Quick turnarounds, lots of trades. Hopefully, maybe Giannis is out. I'm assuming he will. But I've also heard a lot of talk of, he's not going anywhere. Coop scored 49 points, breaks the Mavs rookie record, which I mentioned. Hornets have actually won 6 of their last 7.
And they're still like 5 games under 500?
Yeah.
Wow,
Khan had 8 threes, like I said. 34. Dylan Brooks also had 40 last night. I hate. You know Dylan Brooks, right? Okay. You've watched him play before? Watched him play, okay, with quotations. He's worse than Alfred Sengun, in my opinion.
Nobody's worse than Sengun, bro. That guy actually pissed me off for the 3 minutes that I watched him.
Dylan Brooks just he's Draymond in a way that he just like picks fights, but I mean he's not Draymond in a way. And then
Yeah, but like Draymond went to Michigan State, so I don't like him.
oh, gosh, true. So do you hate Magic Johnson?
No, because like he like kind of like started like he's kind of a good human.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, the whole AIDS thing.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Draymond's got nothing good on his side.
And then the Thunder have lost 3 of their last 4, which questions if I mean they've already lost the chance to break the record, which again everybody
Which really didn't matter in my.
No, again it doesn't. Except it's one of those things that you just like, oh my gosh, they're gonna do it, and then they lost those. They were going really really well, and then they were 25-1 at one point, and yeah, and so I just realized I forgot to talk something about the Patriots. Timothy. We were told that I'm just saying I'm cheering for the Patriots.
Giving this guy screen time.
No, he said I had to talk good about the Patriots, so I'm doing it right now. Love you, Timothy. Go Patriots. Go Pats. Go. Moving on. So yeah.
Go Pat. Yeah, you're never paying me to say that statement.
Because it sounds so close to Packers.
No, it's just nobody. I'm sorry. If you grew up an NFL fan in the last 2 decades, you do not like the Patriots.
I know.
You don't because they won so much and you're tired of seeing them. If you are not a Patriots fan, like let's say you're a fan of any NFL team and you willingly cheer for the Patriots over the Seahawks in this game, unless you're a 49ers fan or like a Rams fan, I'm sorry, you are the reason that like people hate sports fans. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, but
You should not be cheering for the Patriots. Sorry, Timothy, but not sorry.
love you, Timothy.
Nobody should be cheering for that team. Like, I'm sorry. They struggle. They didn't even struggle. Their rebuild was like 2 seasons, it felt like.
Yeah,
Not to mention, I don't feel like this team is a Super Bowl team.
they're not.
They don't, like, if you look past the Super Bowl, like, the Eagles have, like, a ton of good players. Chiefs have a ton of good players. Who do the Patriots have that is, like, really, really good? And do not tell me Drake May.
Stephon Diggs.
He's about to go to jail after this Super Bowl. He's got, like, a court case in a couple weeks or something like that. I mean, him and Cardi B, bro. Have I ever told you how much I hate Cardi B?
Yes, you've told
I
me.
hate Cardi B.
You don't mind Nicki Minaj as much as Cardi
I hate
B.
her music so much. I don't know. I just don't like Cardi B.
Okay,
That's
but
all.
back to the NFL.
Sorry.
Back to the
Tangent.
NBA. Yeah.
Am I allowed to talk about college basketball yet?
Hey, I start the college basketball segment anyway.
This is Puns podcast, bro. People are going to stop listening.
But yeah, Thunder have lost 3 of the last 4, so questions a lot about the Western Conference. Again, the Western Conference definitely dominates the Eastern Conference, but the question is who's the top of that. But yeah, we shall move on to college basketball.
Can we start with Michigan and then go into Oklahoma State?
You can
since
start with
nobody cares
Michigan, and then I'll
Oklahoma
talk
State?
about Oklahoma State. Yeah.
Okay, so big week for Michigan. Got back-to-back ranked matchups against Nebraska, and Michigan State played Nebraska on, what was that, Tuesday?
Yep.
Won 75-72. Great game, pretty sure. Something close to that. Might have been like 75-73. I don't know. Something close to that. Either way, regardless of the point, they won, and that's all I care about. Let's see if I was right.
Yes.
Oh, my God, I was right, and he judged me. I'm actually the better fan. He doesn't know a lick about basketball. He should probably retire. Oh, no, great game. A lot of Nebraska fans complaining left and right. Don't really understand that. They were like, oh, Michigan had so many more free throws and all this. The rest were on their side. Do you know how you get free throws? How do you get free throws?
By being fouled.
Yeah,
On the
driving
shot.
the lane, layups.
No.
Nebraska shot a considerably more amount of threes. A lot of their 2-point field goals were mid-range shots. They don't drive the lane as much as Michigan. Michigan's just kind of that's the way they play. They don't shoot a lot of threes. There's a reason for that because did you see what their 3-point percentage was?
It's terrible.
It's 20% last game. Not to mention they turned the ball over 8 more times than Nebraska, and they won. When Michigan plays bad, they win.
Uh-huh.
When they play good, they win by 40. Just throwing it out there.
No, they definitely. I watched it, and they definitely have more free throw attempts. But I mean, I don't think that the fouls were going one way. I think they were both going both ways. I just think that there was a lot more shooting fouls for Michigan and a lot more on the court fouls for Nebraska.
Because
And
Nebraska doesn't drive, bro.
That's just how that's how the game works. There's no argument there.
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. And then they got to play Michigan State tonight. I'm very
Go
excited for
Spartans.
that. Honestly, more excited that for wrestling tonight. It's a big game. I'm going to be honest with you. This is basically Ohio State versus Michigan in football, especially right now with how good these two teams are. Michigan struggled majorly against Michigan State recently. This is kind of just really going to tell who's the real deal right now. Michigan, looks really good. I think I saw yesterday these are both the top 2 defenses in the nation.
So it might be low scoring.
So we'll see how this goes. And we got to go to Lansing. By the way, the ghetto. If you've ever been to Lansing, it's the ghetto.
I like East Lansing.
It's the ghetto.
I've been there.
It's the
nice.
ghetto. No.
It's nice.
No.
I like it.
No. Have you been to Ann Arbor?
No.
Okay. Ann Arbor is like the rich preppy town compared to East Lansing.
I like East Lansing.
You're literally the worst. I don't know what's on with you recently, but you're falling down my brownie points list.
I'm okay with that.
You're horrible.
I don't need to be on anybody's brownie points list.
Bro.
Unless they're
East Lansing is not that. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the buns. Like,
you would say the same thing about Columbus.
I would rather be in Columbus to be in Columbus than East Lansing. Like,
Wow.
town-wise, Columbus is a so much better
It's
town
bigger.
than East Lansing.
It's a lot bigger, yeah.
It's so much better than East Lansing.
It's bigger, yeah. I think bigger helps.
East Lansing, nobody knows a lick about East Lansing outside of that Michigan State place there.
True. Yeah.
Just-
Well, you're right.
Buns ass team. I hope we beat them by 30, bro.
I hope they beat you all by 30. Just saying.
Name 3 players of Michigan State.
Magic Johnson.
Nope.
Draymond Green.
Nope.
I don't know. Oh,
You can't even name their best player. This is sad.
No.
I can name their best player.
what's his name? Just say it. What's his name?
No, come on.
I'm blanking.
Conan Carr.
It's not their best player.
Yeah.
It's
It actually is.
No, it's not.
Who's the best player then?
What's his name?
I just can't wait for me to be right. I just
It's
can't
not.
wait.
What's it?
I just can't wait.
It's Spears. That's what I thought.
No,
It is.
no. He's not tough, bro.
He's
He's buns.
14.1 points.
But look at this. Dude, the D-Red and Rage Bait right now is just going
I
hard.
knew it was
bro.
Jeremiah Fears. I couldn't remember his name. Dang it. That looks stupid, but whatever. I don't care.
You're still buns, and you don't know a lick about basketball.
I know everything.
Oh, great. Now we get to talk about these crappy teams. Oh, great.
Dang, you really don't want to be here, do you?
Well, no, it's just like they don't deserve the attention. This basketball team has been
I
disappointing.
feel like the only thing you thought deserved attention on this podcast was hockey.
It's just disappointing. This team was supposed to be good, and they've played like crap recently. Go look at that schedule. Go scroll down. Look at all those L's. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And they barely beat Kansas State.
That Kansas State game was
Got blown out by Iowa State. Played embarrassingly horrible against Baylor. Barely beat Kansas State. Blew the game against TCU. And then got embarrassed again at home against Iowa State. If they want to make the tournament, they practically have to win out.
Yep. But
And they're not going to.
We're on a big network every single game except for UCF. Nice.
Oh, great. The entire world gets to see her.
Speaking of, when we get to women, we're the 5th watched team in America.
Hey, shout out to the women's team. They actually play half-decent basketball.
You want to start with the women?
I don't care.
Okay, we'll start the men. All right, like you said, their last 4, their last 5, 2-5 in conference, 14-6 overall.
They just don't look good.
Once we hit Texas Tech, it just hurts. But again, I've looked at a lot of things recently, and they're saying that Utah versus.
If we don't beat Utah, I'm probably never.
They
watching
said it's the
another
biggest
game.
upside watch of the night when we play on the 31st. So it should be a good game.
If we lose to them, I'm blowing a fuse. They're horrible.
Did you know that Vukovic leads our team in field goal percentage? He's your favorite player.
Timo Jokic. I mean, just look at this. We play Utah. We're losing to BYU. We're losing to Arizona. We're probably losing to Kansas. We're definitely losing to Houston. It's hard to find a win.
Win.
How are you going to guarantee all those wins? We just lost to TCU, and we just struggled against freaking Baylor, who's probably on the same level as some of these.
I have hope. That's what I say.
I don't know.
Hope.
I don't know.
All right.
We were hoping this team would be a tournament spot, and they've just been.
I don't
not
care
up to
if we
par.
make the tournament or not.
So now you don't care if we don't make the tournament?
No.
2 weeks ago, you were like, let's make the tournament. 3 weeks ago.
I hope we do, but I mean,
You were literally just, no. So now we're in denial. You're just protecting yourself from disappointment.
let me speak.
This is just embarrassing.
I don't care if we make the tournament because March Madness is already elite. Now, I want to make the tournament, but if we don't make it, March Madness
What
is
a
always
sorry-ass mindset.
I'm just saying. I'm okay with that. All right, but I know
Why,
this.
Is that because you have 10 other colleges you're going to root for in March Madness?
You know it.
Oh, my God. I hate you.
All right,
Worst
moving
kinda
on
fan.
to
Worst
women's
kinda
cowgirl basketball.
fan. Women's
6
cowgirl basketball? Who calls it that?
I don't know. You want to speak?
I'm just disappointed in you. I just like to rage bait you. I'm sorry.
Whatever. 17-5. Don't touch me. 17-5, 6-3 in conference play. It's been a good start so far. Again, rough loss to Colorado. The game before
I blame
BYU.
myself on that one. They play better when I don't watch.
Did you watch? Oh yeah, you did watch that
Well,
game.
kind of.
And then lost to TCU. We know it's gonna happen. Blew the game against Baylor, and then of course, if we move all the way back, that St. John's game still hurts because we scored like 6 points in the first quarter. So rough start. Fun part about that BYU game is the second quarter they only scored 3 points. They were up by 14, and then we proceeded to be up by like 10 at halftime. And so they only scored like 3 points. That was pretty fun. And then Micah Gray had 20 in the first half. That severely died down because I think she finished the game with 23. But I mean, still 20 points in the first half is pretty nice. Going to Arizona on the first. Arizona women's is nowhere near as good as Arizona men's. If there's a team to be worried about in women's basketball, it's Arizona State.
We play any ranked teams the rest of the year?
We play Tech, who just came off 2 losses. We play Iowa State again, which I know they're not ranked, but they're good. And then we play West Virginia, who's a very, very fast and quick team. But like I said earlier, this is the 5th most watched team in America for women's sports. Notre Dame is number 4. Texas Tech is number 3. Iowa State is number 1. and number 2 I think maybe UConn. But again, there's some heavy hitters in front of us, and Audie Crooks leads that one, and then UConn is UConn, and then Texas Tech has the 7'7" girl or whatever her name is, and then Notre Dame's always been historically women's good.
Basketball than he does men's.
Probably. And then Notre Dame women's basketball has historically been pretty darn good. So
Buns-ass university.
You can't say that.
Yes, I can. They're horrible. Nobody likes Notre Dame if you're not a Notre Dame fan. It's the same thing with like Ohio State. If you're not an Ohio State fan, you don't like Ohio State.
Okay, but like I said, yeah, it's been good start. Hopefully, win against Arizona. Hopefully, good win against Arizona State. I think there's a possibility for 2-3 more losses, which again would only have us at 8 losses on the year, which would make us a tournament spot. It wouldn't be nice, but a tournament spot is plausible right now. But yeah, that's our women's basketball. Got anything else you want to add for women's basketball?
They're better than the men's team.
This is true. All right. Well, moving on to the new segment, Oklahoma State wrestling. We had a wrestling match against Utah Valley, got canceled due to the ice, snow, wind, all the Mother Nature factors. But we have wrestling today on Friday, January 30th, against a very, very important rival, Northern Iowa, coming here. Should be a fun one. It is the Blackout Games, and they are giving out Blackout T-shirts, so we will be there at 5:45. Because, we're elite fans, we're true fans, loyal and true. The game is sponsored by Cheez-It, by the way.
Interesting. Do I get free Cheez-Its? Because if that's the case, that's going to make me more motivated to go.
We're going to say yes. Does that mean you'll go? And then, again, we have another matchup in wrestling.
Way more important one. Extremely more important.
100%. Iowa State, it would be number 3 versus number 5 in the nation. I believe Northern Iowa is number 10 or 11, which they're always a tough team to beat. But again, Iowa State is the more important one of the weekend. That game is on the 1st of February at 2 p.m. I'll actually be broadcasting it, or attempting to broadcast it. Again, just trying something new, whatever. But that should be fun. But again, a great sports weekend for wrestling. We have a couple games, women's basketball on Sunday. But again, that's the one against Arizona I was just talking about. But again, the main focus this weekend, especially at home, is wrestling. And back-to-back, which is a hard thing to do in wrestling. Again, it's tiring on the body, but one game is blackout, second one is normal. But again, they'll both be super-duper elite.
Drew Mestemaker is leaving the team out on Sunday. That's all I care about.
I did see something about that. Yeah, Drew Mestemaker is leading the team, so that will be cool. Allow the alumni, the people who are paying him, to see him in person for the first time. But yeah, it should be fun. Oklahoma State wrestling 5 in the nation, like I mentioned. Again, it's hard to move up when you have Penn State, Ohio State, Iowa, Iowa State.
The fact that Iowa's still ranked ahead of us and they have like 3 losses on the season is low-key just dumb to me. I don't know who does these rankings.
The reason behind that is because they beat us.
Okay, but they have – okay, I'm not disagreeing with that, but they have 2 more – that's like giving a 9-3 Alabama team over an 11-1 team because they beat them. It's 2 more losses.
So you're saying BYU should have made it over Alabama?
Huh?
So you're saying – I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm saying BYU should have made it over in Miami.
Notre Dame should have.
Conference championship teams deserve playoff spots, even if they lose in them. Sorry. Regardless of the point.
Yeah.
Different conversation.
We're done talking about that.
We could rant for an entire podcast episode about the playoff format, I'm telling you.
I know, me too. Me and you too. Me and you both. But yeah, Iowa State is 3, Iowa's 4, Ohio State, Penn State, which are the favorites to be the national champion. They actually play this weekend too, which again, it's not related to Oklahoma State, but still, 1 versus 2. Ohio State and Penn State both have every single person is ranked in the top 10, so that should be a fun one. I don't know when that is, but I probably will try and watch it. But yeah, it should be an elite weekend for sports, especially wrestling, and I'm very excited for it.
Technically, this game's bigger than the Iowa one, but the Iowa one's got the bigger brand because it's Iowa.
It's the home of wrestling versus home of wrestling versus Wrestletown USA. That's what we like to. That's the Iowa versus Oklahoma State. But again, that's not till
February 22nd.
February 22nd. So yeah, but yeah, that's all I really have for wrestling.
That was a really long pause.
I know. I saw a text from a friend, and I was reading.
You have
it.
friends? Oh my gosh! Breaking news.
You're my friend.
Oh, I don't know about that. Do you have any life updates?
I'm commentating the game, I guess.
Wow, revolutionizing stuff. More so, you have to. The more of the life update is that you get to do it with Alex.
Yeah.
That literally asked you, where do they do? I'm sorry, where do they do wrestling? Where do you think they do wrestling?
Oh, we had a whole. So the
You
funny
should have
thing-
asked him
no,
where
so
he thought they did
Let me
wrestling.
talk about the conversation. We're doing it. He texts me and says, well, he calls me the night before and says, should I sign up for wrestling? I'm like, have you ever watched it? He said, no. And I'm like, I wouldn't do it. Just wait till baseball season because there's going to be a lot of opportunities in baseball. And he said, okay. Obviously, he still signed up for it because I got a text from, not McGuire, Macklemore the next morning saying, hey, you guys still available to do this? And he texts me and says, okay, where do they do it? I'm like, you're kidding. He's like, no, where do they do it? Do I need to drive to it? Long pause. And we had a whole conversation about it. I was like, make sure you watch this, make sure you watch that. And then he's like, no, but seriously, where do they do it? I'm like, oh, I thought that was a joke. He's like, no. And then in all caps, I say, the basketball arena. God.
Sports media major, by the way. I'm not saying that you need to be into wrestling if you go to school, but it's literally their most, prominent sport. And we don't know about these things. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? Shout out to him for trying to do it. I'm sure he won't talk much. What?
No, just got my questions ready.
Oh, okay. I mean, you fire away. We only got 8 minutes.
I know. We had a yap session today because we didn't have
Yeah,
too
it's
much.
because you started hating on me, and then you got mad at me for
You
hating
hated on me the whole time.
You
I
were
don't wanna
literally
hear-
just all upset. I mean, you were about to throw the headset everywhere.
I was never gonna
Do
throw
you
that.
want to rage bait? Your face started turning red.
Did it really?
No.
I didn't think so.
I just like to give you a hard
Best fast food fries and why everyone else is wrong.
time. McDonald's or In-N-Out?
You like In-N-Out fries?
Yeah. Just you not?
No, I do. I just
Oh, okay,
I didn't.
I was about to say.
No,
I
I
was
do. I just don't know if they're top. I find
McDonald's
them
fries
to be
are the
dry.
best.
I find them to be dry.
I'd rather do McDonald's fries or In-N-Out fries. I don't know any. What other good fries
Chick-fil-A?
are there? No.
You don't like waffle
No,
fries?
I like them, but
They're not.
the thing, we're not saying do I like them. I'm saying
Can you give me
top
what's
tier.
number 3? What's number 3 then?
I don't know. I can't even think of other fast food places. You know, there's some crappy ass fries. Wendy's. Wendy fries are horrible.
Yeah, those are bad. Their chicken nuggets are terrible too.
I like their chicken nuggets.
I hate them. They're so dry.
I don't know. I don't know who my 3 is. Probably just Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
because that's the only other fast food place I have regularly.
Is cereal a soup?
No. I don't know what it is, but I don't think I can classify that as a soup,
Okay.
even if it technically is. I feel like for it to be a soup, it has to be thought of as a soup, even if it's like one of those opinion things.
Yeah.
Like you don't think a cereal is a soup.
Yeah.
It's
Is it a stew because it's got things inside it?
No, it's
Okay.
not anything. It's a cereal.
I just wanted to ask. All right. Last food question.
Oh boy.
Is breakfast food acceptable at night?
Yes. Anytime breakfast food is acceptable, in my opinion. I just like breakfast food, even though I never have breakfast. But when I do, I get very excited about it.
Okay. All right.
Because pancakes, bacon. What are we doing right
Just checking
now?
the time, making sure. Because last time we
No.
went over, it was embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter that much, but.
Would you rather never use emojis again or only communicate in emojis?
Never use emojis again. I barely use them in the first place.
Use them a lot.
Only if I have to match the energy of who's texting me. So if someone that's texting me uses emojis, then I'll use emojis. But if they aren't, then I won't because I don't really care to use them. More of a random photo guy, depending on who I'm talking to.
Absolute ka-chow.
Bro, you stole that from me. You use it way too much. I'm not gonna lie. You
I
don't
love
use it
it.
in proper situations.
I didn't steal that from you. I found it too,
No, I found it.
and I
I
took it.
literally found it, and you did not find it anything. You're taking credit for something you have zero credit on.
I did find it. I remember.
Holy idea stealer, bro. Freaking, my gosh. The Backyardians, too, bro.
Dude,
Pablo. That's low-key my favorite.
I never watched that show.
You literally said W show to my text message.
I've watched 4 episodes, and I watched them a year ago.
Okay, whoever's listening to this, if you haven't watched The Backyardigans, you didn't have a childhood.
Backyardigans, ahoy! Is that how it goes? Yeah, something like that.
Just get to the next question. I'm already disappointed in you right now.
Okay, let me try to find another one. I got like 5. What's the most useless talent you have?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really have any useless talents.
Well,
I know a lot about sports. Is that considered a talent?
No. It's useless. That's a useless
yeah, I don't
talent.
really have any talents.
One's on a good one. What's a food combo you know is wrong but still love?
Barbecue shrimp.
That sounds good though. It doesn't sound weird.
It's pretty weird. Most people want to put barbecue on their shrimp. That's the only thing that I have that's like probably considered somewhat weird.
Okay.
Because I don't really eat anything else that's any weird like that.
I guess so.
I'm not a weird food eater. I just snack.
You do snack a lot. That is true.
Yeah.
You're a snacker.
I suck at getting a dinner, but like I'll sit down and eat a whole bag of chips. Just letting people know.
The way to a man's heart is through a bag of chips.
Yep, true. You know, speaking of hockey, by the way, I told Jalecia that she has to watch Miracle on Ice. I'm gonna start telling everybody that.
Can I play the clip?
No.
Kidding.
You already played one thing out loud on the podcast today. Let's stray away from that. It's okay.
Yeah, you're right. Who are we playing? Sweden.
Okay, let's.
You're right.
Let's. Okay.
Put your gear on. Sorry, did we do this last week? I feel like we had this conversation last
because
week.
you're.
Ugh.
For caring about that movie so much, you don't know enough about hockey.
I love that movie. It's probably one of my favorite sports movies of all time.
It's the best sports movie of all time, and solely just based off the fact of what the story is. Because I feel like people don't even understand how good of a story, like what that story is.
Yeah.
Like, at least what I'm thinking. So, okay, that's basically all I have. I mean, I don't know. What do we have even next week? See, we have basically the same things next week because the Super Bowl isn't even next week. So I don't know. Probably just the same stuff we have to
we just
ramble
won't do
on
a
about
podcast.
this time. For what else do you have to do on a Friday?
McGuire's class, probably.
He just so weird. I gotta find a new I'm interning for a
You
podcast.
did this last week. You
if
said
anybody is up for another episode, I don't care who you are. You don't even have no sports. If you'll just sit there and talk to me, it'll work. No.
You do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm out if he needs me to be out. I don't care.
You're not getting paid to do this?
Are you getting paid?
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting all the YouTube funds?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's all. We should see you next week. If he somehow tells me we're not doing a podcast next week, this is 100% better percent life. So if you don't hear from us next week, just send Payne hate messages. Okay?
Just message me.
Just message me in general.
Just give me a quick text. Ask how I'm doing today.
Okay. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.